A company called Purdue Pharma developed a new opioid product, OxyContin, which they intentionally marketed to as many people as possible. They called it the drug to stick with, the drug to start with, the drug to stay with. And they ran a very effective marketing campaign. The goal of that marketing campaign actually was very similar in its premises to the arguments for safe supply made today. That is that this corporate seller of drugs, Purdue Pharma, pushed the idea that all you had to do was remove stigma and make drugs available, and then everything would be fine. Of course, there was no stigma around this product when it was initially released because it was a new product. They sought to market OxyContin as being less risky, when in fact it was more risky than opium and certain other available opioids. So there was clear dishonesty and manipulation of the marketing of this product. There wasn't any stigma at the time, but clearly the effect of making this dangerous drug available to more and more people was that many people became addicted, and because of the tolerance-inducing nature of opioids, they moved on to harder and more dangerous drugs, eventually moving on to things like fentanyl in many cases. As a result of the lies that were told at the time by Purdue Pharma, and the fact that McKinsey, the consulting company that's so close to this government, McKinsey was involved in supporting Purdue Pharma in that marketing campaign. Because of the lies that were told, these companies have been required to pay massive compensation in the United States. And yet, when I put forward an amendment before this House calling on this government to sue for all damages associated with the opioid crisis, they voted no. And they said, well, we're going to sue for some of the damages. We're going to eventually sue, we're going to eventually join provincial class action lawsuits to sue for some of the damages. But there are many of the different damages associated with these drugs the federal government is not even contemplating suing for. That's why I believe they opposed my amendment. Now, why are they siding still with Big Pharma that's trying to sell drugs to people instead of siding with the victims and helping us to bring them home?